What is happening, Blades? And welcome back to the Blades Ramble. And it's our first ever watch along. And I am trying to make sure all my gear's set up all right. So let me know. Let me know you can hear me okay. Let me know. Can you hear the TV in the background? Do I need to turn it down a little bit? First time we've done it. We're going to stumble our way through it together. First question I've got to ask you, and I don't like doing this because, you know, I'm a huge Chris Wilder fan, but what is that lineup? What is that lineup? Now, in Wilder, I trust, as you all know, but I can't get behind this lineup at all. I get... So for those of you that aren't aware, let me see if I can get it up on my phone because I had tweeted about it. It don't fill me with a lot of confidence, if I'm honest. So we've got several players on yellow cards, and I can't tell you off the top of my head who they are, but I know Hamer's one. I think Anel's another. So if they get another booking today, they would have missed the Luton game. So there were rumours flying around all day today that we're going to field this, what appears to be quite a weakened team. I saw it, and I was like, no, it won't. That can't be a team, no chance. Well, it's come out. It is the team that I'd seen. So for those of you that haven't seen, it's Wes in net. It looks like a back five, this. It looks like a back five with Bogle at right wing back, Larouci at left wing back, and Baldock, Robinson and Trusty. Norwood, Vinny Souza and Slimani, maybe? Or is it Norwood and Souza sitting and then Slimani and Brooks either side behind Archer? Don't know. I don't know. Because it could be Norwood, Souza and Brooks sitting and Slimani slightly further ahead. But Archer looks to be up front on his own. It looks to be like a 5, if you count the back 5-4-1. But again, he loves to throw surprises. There's no Anel in the squad. The bench is Adam Davis, Max Lowe, John Fleck, Gus Hamer, Ollie McBurney, Benny Traore, Luke Thomas, Ben Osborne, and James McAtee. Wow. And then, look, you don't even have to look at the Villa lineup. They have gone 15 games in a row at home. They've won 15 games on spin. So let me know what you guys think about this team. We're going to jump into some comments before we get going properly. Thank you to those of you that are joining me tonight. Good luck with the first watch along. Can't join, says David Vinto. I'll be there. This came in a bit earlier. Hope you bring the lads good luck up the Blaze. Me too, pal. Best of luck. Hope you enjoy it. Hope they bring you something back from Villa Park. Santa's just been on my road with his sleigh, hoping for early Christmas present. Good luck tonight to you, Jimmy, as well. Thank you, pal. Up the Blades from S25 Blade. Cheers, David. Much appreciated, pal. Mr. V, delighted Slimani gets his start this game. Yeah, that is, to be honest, that's a positive. A lot of us have liked what we've seen from Anis Slimani. He's looked decent, Anti, in his glimpses. So it's good to see him start. Been preaching this for weeks, he says, and now finally we get to see what he's capable of, and I expect good things to happen. Come on, you Blades. Always positive, Mr. Vancouver. I love that. Kev says, hi, Jimmy. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, pal, and everybody watching. We say farewell to Larouci, Thomas and Fleck. Roll on January. Come on, you Blades. Yeah, I'd expect all those three out the door. But having said that, he's picked Larouci tonight, and other two are in the squad, aren't they? So if this was Ecky's lineup, says JB, he'd be getting slated by our fans. Absolutely right, he would. There's no two ways about that. And I have to come on here and just be honest. There's no spin here. I am very pro Wilder, as you know, but I've sent into family chat, what is that team all about? Having said that, the silver lining that I hold on to is stuff like this. It's a different setup, by the way, so it may be a little bit different for some of you who are used to my usual spot bracket. There's no way I could have seen TV from where I was sat, so I've had to move location very slightly. The one thing I hold on to, I always think back to the Wednesday game when we won 4-2, the day the bouncing stopped. Mark Duffy, Leon Clark, we all know it. When that team lineup came out, I always remember saying to my dad, oh no, what has he picked here? And they went on to do the business. And there's been times this season where Hecky's picked a team and I've said, yep, bang on that team selection, absolutely 100% behind it. And they go out and they don't know what they're doing. And They don't play to the potential that we think they've got. So, very fair point, JB, and I agree with you, pal. You're absolutely right. Ian says this lineup is utterly ridiculous. Looks like we're waving the white flag. So much for our newfound confidence. It does feel a little bit like chuck him one, doesn't it? And he'll dress it up quite rightly as giving other people an opportunity. But this then, how much pressure does this put on going into Luton that wasn't already massively there anyway? So there was huge pressure going into. I'm just going to mute this because I don't know if you can hear it or not. You can let me know in comments if you could have done. But there were already massive pressure going into this Luton game. We are now resting our best players and pretty much saying, you know, we're going to Villa Park. We're probably not going to get out. So we'll rest our best players who were at risk of being lost against Luton. And now we've got to get a result against Luton. Because if we don't get that result and we've rested Gus Hamer, who knows where Ranell is? McBurney's not starting, so we're going with one up top. I'm not saying McBurney should start per se, but I don't think Asula's in squad, is he either? I know there were some injuries that he didn't go into much detail about. Yeah, no Asula. Norwood comes back in, who's always splitting opinion. McAtee on the bench. It's a risky one from the Messiah. Wow. Evening, Jimmy and fellow Ramblers. Oh, CW has waved his magic wand on Larouci. God, expecting a big performance from Slimani. He gives me the impression he wants to really prove himself. 2-1 Blades win. Wow, that is confidence, Ian. Fair play to you, pal. I hope you're right. No, Scotty. No, mate. Is anybody nervous of a repeat at Newcastle? Come on, we're better than that. JB says, supposed to be focusing on one game at a time. We've just given in with this game, hoping we beat Luton. What message does resting your best players in the hardest game of the season? I know, I'm not behind. It's not. I've seen online, some people have said it's a smart move. And I get that people are all like, we won't survive. Our survival won't be decided by going away to Villa Park, and our survival won't be determined by playing against Man City. You're right, it won't. But if we can squeak a point out of one of these 3 or 4 or 5 teams, it's worth the world because it's a bonus point, and we are massively behind. We're bottom of the league. We have to get as many bonus points as we can. We can't afford to. Wilder will never say it's chucking a game away, but it's what it looks like to me here, and it's disappointing. Really disappointing. Scott says here it's the lineups to save players for Luton. It is, and I get that. But what if we can't beat Luton? I'm not saying we can't, but what if we don't beat Luton? What a huge unnecessary risk this has been, if that's the case. Gus Hamer could play 90 minutes tonight and not get a yellow card. He might score a goal that gets us a point or something because he is a calibre above the players that we're starting. I'd rather have Ollie Norwood. I'd rather have Gus Hamer than Ollie Norwood in the side. Hey, welcome back, pal. Thank you for your support. Merry Christmas to you, and I hope the young uns are all right. Good evening to them if they're watching as well. Any good live streams? Hello? No, I know what you mean. I'm stuck at work and have no TV access. Oh, that is well, I don't know. Maybe somebody can post it in comments. I'll try not to pull it up on screen to get anybody in bother. But yeah, I've got my Sky feed here. Evening, Rich. Good evening, pal. Hope you're all right. Yeah, Scott's saying Anel, Bogle, McBurney and Hamer. Are they the ones on yellows? Right, okay, thank you. So Bogle's playing, which is fine, and I'd expect him to play because we've got Baldock here, haven't we? And we've got Baldock fit and available. So Bogle does pick up a yellow, then we've got a right back or a right wing back sorted, but wow. Evening, Claire. Good luck with the first watch along. Thank you. Just in the lineup, my nerves have just gone through the roof. I know. It don't look good, does it? Bulgarian Blade, fellow YouTuber, just started a new channel. Go and show us some support. Good evening. Hope you're all right, love. He must see something we don't, says Lee. He usually does, to be fair. There's a reason he's the gaffer and I'm not, or we're not. John, help me out with this formation. I have no idea, mate. I have no idea. As I say, I think it's like a 5-4-1. But I don't know who's playing where, if I'm honest, because we haven't got any wingers in this side. So how can you play 4 across the middle? I don't I don't know. You could say Larouchi's a winger. So maybe. No, it don't work. I'm thinking maybe it's a back four with Larouchi as a winger, but then you'd be pushing Trusty out to left back where he's looked comfortable, but then you tuck in Baldock in to be the centre half. Just as likely, you could push Bogle into midfield and have him as like a right winger. Baldock in his natural position at right back. Robbo, Trusty, and Larouchi. Or has he gone with Bogle or Baldock as a left back and Larouchi further up? This is what I mean. It's such an... We all expected Wilder to come in, or I certainly did, and forgive me if you guys thought differently, but I certainly expected him to come in and play 3-5-2. And then I don't pigeonhole him as only being able to play that way because he's played that different formations at different clubs. But that was the core of his success at our club was 3-5-2. He brought players in with that formation in mind. The academy plays it. We play all through the systems. And he comes in and he plays 4 at the back. And not only that, he chucks youth players in, which he's never done before. I find it bizarre. Great, don't get me wrong. I love that he's mixing it up. And I love that he's showing everybody that, look, I'm a multiverse manager in terms of I can use different strategies and tactics depending on the resources I've got available. I don't think any of us really doubted that, but I certainly expected a 3-5-2. And now it comes to games like this. And I suppose it's good in a way that we can't determine the formation because Villa certainly won't be able to. They won't know what they're playing against tonight. So it's interesting to say the least, but I can't help you. John, that is a long way around, pal, of me saying, can't help you, mate, unfortunately. Why not play McAtee? He's not 1 yellow away from suspension, is it? I don't know. I wouldn't have thought so, mate. I haven't seen him pick up many yellows. Don't know, JB. Don't know what the thinking is. Last chance for Larouchi. Don't get it. I didn't think we'd see him again, to be honest. Don't get me wrong. Max Lowe's not pulled up any trees, and I think he's a weak link in the side. But I think of the 3 fit left backs, Max Lowe, Luke Thomas, and Larouchi, I think Max Lowe's the best of a fairly bad bunch, if I'm honest. I was delighted to see Reece Norrington-Davis back for the under-21s midweek, and hopefully he'll soon be in the reckoning for the matchday squad, but we'll see. The VR King disagrees, and fair play to you, mate. That's what it's all about. I think we've put a decent side out, and maybe I'm doing him a disservice. I'm just a little bit confused as to why we would leave out some of our better players. Anel has to be an injury, or he wouldn't be in the squad. It can't be tactical, or you'd have him at least on the bench ready to come in, but we know he loves McBurney, so I'm not disappointed, but I'm more surprised he's left McBurney out in terms of the starting 11 because he's on the bench. It's Hamer, particularly Hamer, but also McAtee that I'm surprised about. I can't work it out. Rich says, love it. Jimmy and Wilder we trust. Absolutely, mate. Listen, we've got to be open. I've always said we'll come on here and we'll be honest and open about how we feel. I'm not going to try and spin it as brilliant. He's a genius. I will afterwards if he proves me wrong. But I think at the moment, this is a concerning team to pick. So we'll see. We'll see. I saw Larouchi in Meadowhall yesterday. Did you? The Predator. Very good. Were you buying some boots? Maybe so. Maybe so. At least we've got a good bench. Yeah, to be honest, JB, it's strongest bench we've had all season. So every cloud. Lee says on Sky, it says it's a 4-1-4-1. So who's the back four then? Sousa's sitting, I suppose, in front of the back four. Interesting. Smithy boy, looking forward to this, Jimmy boy. You like and things of that nature. Up the blades and Merry Christmas, Jimmy. Hey up, pal. Layman Dave. Up the blades. Come on. Dumb idiot is me, 420. Good evening. Hope you're okay. Just cracked open my third strongbow. I think I'm going to need a few more with that line. I'm ready to go as well, Claire. Don't you worry. I'm ready to go. Come on, you red and white wizards. Absolutely right. I shan't be having as many as I had on Sheffield United away last night. We got a little bit carried away. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, pal. Bri, top Rambler. Well done, pal. Appreciate it. I think he's looking for pace with Larouci and Bogle as our outlets. Yeah, potentially. Potentially. There's certainly an attacking threat there, isn't there, in possession? It's just how much possession are we going to have against the most informed team in the league and the most formidable home team in the league? And they're also both, although Bogle's played certainly well in 2 of the 3 Wilder games, I'd say that they're both susceptible. They're not good defenders, really, in general, particularly Larouci. But right, okay, Bryce saying that if I can click onto it, Anel's injured apparently. Right, great, that's good, unbelievable. Cheeky point, says Chesy Blade. Snap your hand off, mate. Absolutely snap your hand off for that. Am I the only one that's not negative about the lineup? No, we've had a couple of them, Chris. Fair enough, mate. I'm just surprised. To be honest, it usually happens with stuff like this, with streams like this as well. Once I've vented and got it out of my system, I can come back to reality with a few of your comments, which I appreciate. Like yourself, Larouci surely learned from mistake against City, and we've all been asking for Anis Slimani. Yeah, Slimani doesn't upset me at all. I still think Hamer's a better player. So to me, you play your best team, but we'll see. They're interviewing Villa fans. I'm not bothered about that. I like this lineup, says Rich. He's looking at the squad and needs to decide whether he wants to keep them or not. Good to see Robbo getting the armband. Oh, has Robbo got the armband? I kind of like it. Why hasn't George got the armband? Why has George not got the armband? Okay. Not happy seeing Larouci starting. I've not been too impressed about him. No, me too, Shoreham boys. But like a few were saying, it's his chance under a new manager to redeem himself. You know, make a second first impression, if you like. We will see. Okay, Anel, Bogle, Hamer, and Asula are all 1 booking away from being banned for the Luton match. After the Luton match, all yellows get reset. If we're without all of those, we defo won't beat Luton. Yeah, but they're not all. Chances of them all getting booked is unlikely. Anel's out injured, so I take that. Bogle we can play because we've got Baldock to come back. I know he wants Hamer for. So what's with McAtee not playing then? Why have we got Larouci in for McAtee unless Larouci's playing defence or left wing back? I don't know. It's just mad, isn't it? We don't know what lineup is, what formation is. There's a method to his madness, Jimmy, says Stephen. There always is, pal. There's a reason he's a Premier League manager and I'm not in the game. So absolutely, I'll take that. Seen on Google, it's a 4-1-4-1. Well, if Google says it, then we'll go with that. We're not in the kitchen. What black magic is this? I know. It don't feel right, really. It feels a little bit. Honestly, because I'm not used to this setup. It's all stacked on different things. Honestly, it might look okay from your perspective, which is all that I need it to do. But you are stacked on top of stools, and there's a couple of boxes stood here that I can get my lighting sorted. And so professional. Never claimed to be a professional, to be honest. Judging by Sky's coverage, only Villa are playing tonight. Yeah, absolutely, mate. It's always the same, isn't it? Always the same. Well, that's different, says Dean. It certainly is, pal. It certainly is. Where's the Christmas tree gone? It's still in the kitchen, mate. I didn't think I needed to bring it into the living room for the stream, but I can certainly post a picture of it later if you want. I've got a little one in front of me here as well. Man Mountain, Archer will be sensational tonight. There's always that chance, isn't there? Going back to his old club, the lone striker up top on his own. They've sent him away from the club. They've got a little couple of protections in there for buyback purposes, and I understand that, and buyback obligations if we go down, but he weren't good enough to play for them, were he? So that'll be the message to him, I'm sure, tonight. Show them what they're missing or what they let go. Can't see Larouci and Thomas staying in Jan, says Stephen. Me neither, pal. Me neither. Scotty says Larouci will leave regardless. With AFCON as well, he'll be missing 4 to 6 weeks there. I think the most nailed-on player to go back, if we can arrange it, is Luke Thomas. He's not getting a game. He's third choice, soon to be fourth choice, left back, left wing back. He's just plummeted in terms of his form. I thought he looked okay when he first started with us, but he's not hit the ground running. And the reason I think he's the most likely to go is because he's one of our two really precious domestic loan spots. And if we could trade him for somebody like an Amad Diallo at Man United, or somebody that's just really going to make an impact for us domestically, it's an absolute no-brainer, isn't it? But, you know, we've got a Championship left-back who can't get in the Championship side on loan at a Premier League side that's cutting off one of his domestic loans. Yeah, especially with R&D coming back from injury. I'll keep Lowe as cover for R&D when he's fully fit. Yeah, I think the other two go, don't they? Hopefully. Hamish should be the first name on the team sheet, says Chesney Blade. I completely agree. Completely agree. You play your best players, don't you? Luton's a more winnable game. He's managing his resources, says Daniel. I understand that, pal, but I really dislike the fact he's come in with the mentality, or certainly speaking of the mentality that I wanted him to. There's no gimmies. Every game, we've got the potential to get something out of it. But he's chosen, tactically and smartly, some will say, to rest some of his better players so that we know that they're definitely available for Luton. I just think it's a big risk. And, you know, we'll see if it pays off. I hope it does. Hang around for an hour and bring on the super subs. Yeah, maybe. But you could bring Hamer on 60 minutes and he gets booked in after 5 minutes of being on, couldn't he? So defeats the object, really. Could this be a wilder tactic he's used in the past to show the board he needs players and fast? That's you. I know what you're saying. And I thought somebody might bring that up. But no, I think, to be honest, in terms of budgets and squad depth, I think everybody's on the same page at the moment. For now, I'm not saying that that'll last. It hasn't always, has it? And he will continue to push for more, and he should. Believe it or not, what shop you think he was in? Oh, right. This Larucci. Oh, I don't know. What shop was Larucci in? No idea, pal. No idea. Go on. Let me know. Baldock down as a right winger on Sky. Or is that Google? Can't remember whether it was. I think it was Google that you said, Stephen, wasn't it, that you got it off? Will we get over the halfway line? Says our old goalkeeper, Vatty folks. Go on, Jimmy, let loose, pal. It's Christmas. Nearly. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Not far from kick-off now, are we? Let's hope Larucci's playing further up the pitch. We know he can't defend, so he must be playing him further. I've got to think that. I've got to think that. It looks like he's a left wing back from formation, from the players that are included. Could see him playing left midfield, left wing. Maybe. Speaking on possession, pal, we're never going to do them percentage-wise. Captain Robbo. Jackie Long. JLF. Jackie Long throw. Just in on Sky, our defence warming up as a back five. I saw that last season at one stage, though, JB. I stood next to him on Bramall Lane. I were behind the audience, obviously, but they were warming up as they do before a game. And they warmed up as a five intentionally at one stage just to confuse the opposition. But you're probably right. I'm sure it's a back five looking at the players that are in. Yeah, Byron saying it's same. Who needs a pre-match when you've got a ramble? Top man. Cheers, pal. Larucci playing left back. Rife speculation as we approach kick-off here on what the formation is going to be. It's all set up for us to win, isn't it, says Chris. Look, you can't say this out loud, though, mate. That's the difference. Villa on 16-game run at home with us only 1 point away this year. Villa go top if they win this game, despite us thinking we'll get smashed. Screams 1-0 Archer. You've said it out loud now. You've jinxed us completely. Yeah, you know, that's all in the back of all our minds. But now you've said it, it's not going to happen. And why do we trust? Merry Christmas, Jimmy. Merry Christmas, Andy. Merry Christmas, pal, and Merry Christmas to everybody watching. Thank you for joining me tonight. Which, Jimmy, well, it's going to be different. I just think that next will be some players. Coffins anyway, whatever. Let's see if the players are good enough. Okay, we'll go with that. We'll go with that, Andy. Thank you for your comment, pal. Can't wait for this, says Jez. Glutton for punishment, mate. That's what you are. I think we'll get beaten tonight. Let's hope not. Like Warnock's defeat there last time. Oh, no. Oh, no. Relaxing and having a beer, so hopefully it works. We'll see. Maka comes on like he did against Wolves and runs the show. Come back to me when it happens. Love that. Love that. Better not be bringing the politics onto the pitch. No, I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I just think tunnel now. Yeah, it is. It is. It's Jackie Longthrow that's captain. Fair dues. Fair dues. Primark and quiz with wife look like. Is that what Larucci were doing? He were in Primark. He's on thousands of pounds a week, and he were in Primark and then doing a quiz with the wife. Fair dues. What do you think of that Villa phone light show? Completely missed it, pal. No desire to see it. Sorry if that's what you've tuned in for, coverage of the light show, but sorry, pal, to let you down on that one. Formation on Google's changed. Oh, hot updates from Google. It's a 5-3-2 now with Brooks and Archer up top. Predator and Bogle wing backs. Wow, okay. For me, got to look at Luton. Do I want to see this team up against Villa or the strongest against Luton? I get that, Danny, but why do we have to have a split? Why don't we have both our strongest sides out? And if Hamer gets a booking, more full Hamer, then we'll play Slimani and none of us will be that upset about it. That's just my thing. Ridiculous shout. Ridiculous shout. Wilder in forever. That's what it is. But thank you. Oh, Jamie, top man. That's my next trip to Primark sorted. Thank you for supporting the Ramble. And Claire says 3 Strongbows is telling her it's a 1-0 Blades win. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Right, let's try and get sorted. Hey, they've got lineups coming on telly here. So this is what Sky think. Right. They've got Martinez in goal, obviously. Good keeper. He worries me. A back 4 for them. Matty Cash, who could have been a Blade. Esri Konsa, Lenglet, and Lucas Digna. Digna? Can't remember how you pronounce it, to be fair. Then 2 in front of them, John McGinn and Douglas Luiz. John McGinn in good form as well, isn't he? Leon Bailey, Diaby, and Jacob Ramsey, the 3 in front of those 2. And they'll be behind Ollie Watkins, won't they? Yeah, it's a good team, isn't it? It's a good team. Tell you what, I don't recognise anybody on their bench, but apart from that Zaniolo. Here we go. Here we go then. So they think we're going with Wes in goal. I'm pretty confident that's going to happen. And then what happens here? Back 5, they're saying Bogle right wing back, Larucci left wing back, Baldock, and they think Trusty in middle, but it won't. It'll be Robbo in middle and Trusty other side. Okay. 3-5-2 again. Ollie Norwood, right midfield. Yeah, probably right. Vinny Souza, who will probably sit deeper, and Andre Brooks they've got. And they've got Slimani up front alongside Cam Archer. Okay. I think that's probably most likely. Slimani, I don't think Slimani will be a striker. I think he'll be a 10. Leaves us light up top, but I understand it. I just don't get the personnel. Right, okay. Right, we'll see what it's like when game starts going, but I've got my glasses on standby just in case. Can everybody hear me all right from here? So I can sit further forward or further back, but I just need to make sure you can hear me all right. I should play every game, sorry. Right, announce kickoff on my screen, says Man Mountain, so we know where we are. Right, they're just standing over at ball currently. I've had a Twitter update to say they've kicked off. Not on my screen yet, they aren't. And we are off. Right. Usual. Knock back to Norwood. Long ball towards Larouci. We've lost possession. Oh, Larouci intercepts. Come on. Knocked it inside to Archer. And Larouci closes down, and it's a Villa throw deep in their own. No, it's gone out for a goal kick. It went towards the corner flag. I thought it had gone for a throw, Brian. Lively start from Larouci, has to be said. Okay, so I don't know what these badings are, but there you go. Right, we're pressing well, pressing high. Archer now pressing Martinez. Villa centre half carrying it forward. Press him then. Press him then. Passes inside. Villa centre half's got it. Passing along back line. Pushing forward. Just crept over halfway line. Yeah, Villa still in possession. Down left-hand side. And it's Bogle. It's Bogle that's right wing back. Okay, Douglas Luiz now. Got the ball. Back to the Ezri Konsa. Leon Bailey now. Up against Larouci. Oh, that looked like a trip on edge at box. And it was. Andre Brooks or Trusty. They've put camera on Trusty. It looked like Andre Brooks, but never been a commentator. So, yeah, well, it was Trusty. It was Trusty, to be fair. He's just dropped his shoulder and Trusty's bought it. Silly, unnecessary foul right on the edge of the box. Very wide, though. There's a few of them stood over it. We've got a two-man wall, Larouci and Archer. So, two smallest men in team. I get it. It's all right. Douglas Luiz. They're just talking about how he's a free kick specialist. Brilliant, isn't it? Brilliant. So we're trying to hold a line between penalty spot and the 6-yard box. So Douglas Luiz has stood over it with Luca Dean, I think. But oh, he's flicked it back. Luca Dean went for a shot from edge area. It's gone high and wide. Yeah, you can't shoot from there. What a numpty. Okay. Regroup United. Watkins worries me, says Sharon boys. You and me both, pal. Ezri Konsa. Matty Cash. Into the final third now. Bailey cuts inside, cuts back towards the wing. Inside again, inside and outside he goes. Konsa. John McGinn now. Pressed by Vinny Souza. And it's short. Oh, we nearly nicked in there. It's Slimani. Yeah, Slimani's not up front with Archer. It's a 4. It looks like a 4 out of possession anyway. Across the middle. Oh, he's got to be offside. But Wes is out quick to collect a long ball over the top. Slimani just gets wrestled off the ball and it unfairly. Free kick to Sheffield United. You love to see it. Yeah, they're just replaying it now. We're a long ball over the top from McGinn, I think. And he's onside. He's onside. Yeah, Wes did well. Came out early. Claimed it. So read the play, basically, to be fair to him. Long ball out from Wes. And out of play. No comment. No comment. Oh, John McGinn's playing the same, and he's 1 yellow card away from suspension. Why are they wasting John McGinn against lowly Sheffield United? They're not. They're playing the best team because they want to get the most opportunity of getting points. Luca Dean throw. Under pressure. Oh, well done, Slimani. Good chasing down. Vinny Souza win it. Trusty wins it in the end. United gain back possession. Long ball forward, but it's cleared by Cash. Vinny Souza up. Looked like he was pushed in the back there a little bit, but Villa come away with it. Leon Bailey gets possession and Souza's pulled him back there. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Free kick to Villa. Deep in their half. They've already played it. Playing it now along back line. In their own half. But carrying it forward. Turn back on themselves under pressure. Ezri Konsa now with ball for Villa. McGinn plays it out of pressure. They don't look overly comfortable in possession at the back. We're doing well. We're pressing well. Whether we can keep up this pace and momentum, I'm not sure, but they do look like they're stumbling and fumbling a touch when we press them. Back now to Martinez, good keeper. One at best in league in Tiemi Martinez. What a great signing he's been for them. McGinn now, bit of space in middle. Plays it out to Dean. Luca Dean. Douglas Luiz gets his heels clipped, by Slimani. Silly. They've pretty much played on. It were a free kick, but he took it quickly. Can we hear me all right? Let me know, peeps. Deep crossfield ball out to Bailey. What a lovely touch that is. Taking on Larucci again into the box. Overlap. 19, whoever that is. It's gone out. It's gone. He went to byline, and if he'd have been a touch quicker, he'd have crossed it across 6-yard box. But Leon Bailey takes a great touch here from a crossfield pass. Absolutely turns Larucci inside and out. But Larucci rightly goes with the runner. Puts him under enough pressure to play it out. Diaby, that was it. Fodringham long ball forward. Slimani up, gets beat. Played a hopeful ball through. Villa defence gets to it first. Back to Martinez. Matty says, yeah, thank you, pal. I assume that's that you can hear me all right. McGinn now through middle. Passes out wide. Luca Dean. Jacob Ramsey dances. Absolutely dances around. Well, that's Slimani. Yeah, Baldock puts him under pressure, but he got away from him. Oh, return ball to Ramsey, but Captain Robbo gets it clear. Villa back in possession now in their own half, which is fine. Let them have it there, but it's stuff like that. They've just done a defence split pass or pass through the line, should I say? And it were up towards our defence already. Went right through our midfield. McGinn now gets the ball through our midfield. Dean out wide. Douglas Luiz. Back to this leglet, longlet, whatever, twiglet. Okay. It's a good deep cross. They're claiming a penalty here. No pen from the ref. Let's have a look at this. It's Vinny Souza, but I tell you what, there's no way at all is that a pen. Oh, Angle don't make it look well, but they're not going to overturn that. VAR check. Of course there is. Of course there's a VAR check. Oh, he's pulled his shirt as well. Yeah, Vinny's pulled his shirt as well. Oh, my word. Right. Play on. So it's a corner to Villa. We are lucky there. It's one of them. If he'd have given a pen, they're not overturning it and, giving him a corner there. But Vinny, needless, ridiculous. Bobbling in the box. Norwood gets it clear with his left peg. Well done, son. It's out on the right-hand side by the halfway line. They're moaning about something else. Put enough pressure on referee throughout game and you'll get a few calls your way later on, won't you? That usually is the way it goes for bigger clubs. Oh, they're saying they've been brought down in box. And who is it? It's Trusty. Yeah. Kara's just saying he thinks Consa's slipped. They're doing another VAR check. Unbelievable. And Trusty's sort of helped him down. It's not a pen, that. Potential handball now. So it's been cleared. It's been cleared for the foul. Now we're looking at a potential handball. Load of rubbish. That's never an handball in all this world. Ollie Watkins has headed it down onto Robbo, I think. Onto Baldock. Natural position. No chance. Play on. VAR is ruining this game, I tell you. Ridiculous. But it'll soon get to a point where if Villa have another one of them 50-50 calls, they're going to think, oh, well, so much luck's gone against them. We'll just give them this one. That's how I think it goes anyway, subconsciously. Larucci stabs the ball away and, fires it. Cash fires it off him for a Villa throw. Big cheer from United end as we get a free kick awarded. Yeah, possession they're just throwing up is 84% to Villa. Showing the Messiah on screen. In Wilder we trust. Not sure about this lineup, but you're the gaffer. Concede to your greater knowledge. Blades throw. Pretty much on halfway line, I think. Whether we're going to try and creep forward or not, I don't know. Or the same weight for something. Sousa's getting told off from ref. I assume we're going to have to retake the throw. Stop, start all the time. Just get on with it. Thrown down the line now. Poor throw. Looked like a foul throw, but Archer loses possession. Chasing down Martinez now, but no, he's given up the chase and resumed his position. Martinez confidently striding out with ball at his feet, out of his area now, no pressure. Back to Martinez on edge at D. There's Riconsa. Back to Martinez. Thing is, I don't mind it. They're not harming us here. They're not harming us when they've got the ball in their own third. And the home crowd will get frustrated if they don't start moving it quickly. So we can't get too frustrated ourselves with this sort of situation. You can let them have it here. They're not damaging us at all. It's when they start to progress it through the lines like they've been doing. Like now it's Matty Cash on right-hand side. Brooks presses in well, but he goes back towards Conser. Looks like he's going to go back to Cash, but they're pressing well. John McGinn bought a foul all day long there off Vinny Souza. Because they couldn't progress it up the pitch, but Souza were daft enough to let him buy it. Villa in possession. Douglas Luiz back to Conser. John McGinn again spins Souza, but he does well to sort of get back on right side of him. Now out wide to Luca Dean. That were Ramsey's good ball out wide to him. Decent press from United. But McGinn pushes through back to Dean on left-hand side. Douglas Luiz clips it forward, but Wes is well off his line and claims it. Well done. Well done. Billy's got it bang on here. Good evening, pal. He needs the tracksuit back. As soon as I saw suit, I thought, oh no. Oh no. Never a good omen for us. Vinny Souza picks up the ball in the middle, swarmed by Villa players, and it's picked up by Matty Cash. It's a poor ball. And now Larouci, as he's not going to catch Leon Bailey down right-hand side, into the box, rolls it for Diaby. Good save, Wes. So in the clearance, it's hit Robinson on the arm. They want another penalty claim. It probably did hit his arm, to be fair, but yeah, Diaby did really well there to sort of snapshot. And Wes reacted well, to be fair. He's a decent shot stopper, is Wes. Can't say any other. It's other stuff that I've got a bit of an issue with. Still don't think he's Premier League quality, but did well there. Just everything we needed him to do. So, fair play. First proper chance at game, that really. Despite all their possession. So Wilder will be reasonably happy, I think, even though it's not the greatest of watchers. So Matty Cash in possession now. Andrea Brooks pressing him. Inside to Conser. Louise. Baldock nips in. And Norwood. Looping header to nobody, then shrugs his arms out and probably points at someone else's fault. Well done, Bogle. And that's a free kick. That's a free kick. Bogle with quick feet to get away from two Villa men there who were on his own. He needed to get out of it. Did well. Did well. Bought the foul a little bit, but yeah, so this Diaby shot. Wes does well to get it away. Vinny Souza looks to clear it, and it's Robinson on the arms. It does. It kills it dead in front of him as well. So he couldn't do anything about it, but they're going to appeal for that one, aren't they? Wes takes the free kick from the Bogle foul. Archer, furthest man forward. Can't keep it in. Archer's fault, that. They're not going to want him back on this evidence, to be honest. And had the greatest start, first 20 minutes or so. Let's hope it's still written in the script, Chris. Fingers crossed, mate. Chris asks, do we reckon we can get anything from the game? Well, we're nearly a quarter of the way through and we're on for a point. Well, I think a point would be absolutely amazing. The form that they're in, the position that we're in. But that'll be the plan. Whoever said it earlier was right. We're going to stay in it as long as we can and see if we can turn the screw a little bit later on. if you're the crowd, you're going to get frustrated. You should be creating more than one really good chance against bottom at league when you're at home and you can go top at Prem. Just keep them in their half. Norwood with a long, hopeful ball forward. Archer presses the defender, headed back, collected by Martinez. Simon says Archer had to be better there. I agree, Paul. Harold rightly says we can't defend for 90 minutes. Need someone to hold the ball up. Manatee and Hamer. Yeah. I think we'll see McAtee at some stage. Jacob Ramsey's down here. Didn't see what happened there, but now he's got the decision. He seems to be all right. It was Baldock. It's nothing, that. Absolutely nothing. Does my head in how players go down so easily. Bailey again, who's caused us some problems, slips it in for Cash. That's a great sliding challenge from Andre Brooks. And another corner. Well done, Brooksy. No. That is some part in that. Chasing Shadows says, sight. We are, mate. And JB says, Archer's isolated, needs a partner up top with him. Such a difficult job being up front on your own. But I think the priority is keeping him out in it first. Oh, header from the far post. It was Esri Conser. Got away from his man, whoever that was, and he's headed it over, but he had a free header there. Oh, what it? Who's marking him? It's Trusty. He's got away from Trusty, which is disappointing. Great corner from McGinn. He's killed it to far end at 6-yard box. Conter's done well to lose Trusty. Should have done better, really, but can't switch off for a minute. Not against the team in such form. Long ball forward. Can Archie get it under control? No, he can't. He's pressing Emi Martinez. Gets it out wide to Cash. Andre Brooks with a brilliant tackle. Absolutely brilliant tackle. Now into the area. It's still got it. Andre Brooks. Oh. It's Matty Cash. And Villa win back possession. But he did brilliant there, did Brooks. It were a risky one. He sort of dived into the challenge to win the ball from Cash, and he did. He won it fairly. Thank God he did, because he'd have been booked, I think, if he'd have missed time that in any particular way. Okay. Back with Conser in defence for Villa. Keep him there. Back to Martinez. We're not used to this. We're going to have to get used to this in terms of trying to frustrate teams. We're used to being possession heavy in the league below, dominating the ball, creating chances ourselves. Completely different ball game here. It's a good thing for us that we have to try and learn to love, that we are frustrating a top side away from home. It's not pretty, and it's not something that's really. It's not something you buy into easily, but it's hard working. It's professional. That's Norwood with a stupid free kick just across the halfway line. Douglas Luiz is going to milk it, see if he can get him booked, but once he realises that's not happening, he'll jump up, I'm sure. But it's a needless foul from Norwood. He goes in late, ball's gone. Yeah, he does kick him on shin, but it's not. He's still down, screaming. But this is all part, for me, this is all part of the game that they play, because he's back up on his feet now. He thinks by sitting on the floor for 30 seconds and holding it and being, he plants a seed that they've already got away with one way. You really hurt me. So it's all part of the long game, isn't it? Ball into the box now. Watkins holds it up, lays it back to Diaby, who dances around Larucci, who gets a foot in. Well done. And Souza gets a foot in now as well and clears it, but only scoops it out for a throw in line with edge area. Matty Cash now with throw. Diaby back to Cash. Cash can make some space. Wild swing from Brooks. Misses. Cash to Bailey. One-on-one with Larouci again. Larouci's trying to show him the line. He's pushing him back, and he's now into box. Onto his left foot. But good challenge, Larouci. And now Archer skips past someone. And, Slimani, it's a blocked pass when he tries to return it to Archer. Georgie Baldock now with the ball. Lays it down the line. Looks well offside, and the flag goes up. Not bad. Not bad. Looks like a long night, says Dave. Need a few more beers. I know. Not as offside as I thought it were. I don't think the rest of December gets any easier with Luton. Well, may well turn us over and then City away. Well, City away. It's the toughest game in the league, isn't it? I know Villa are the form team, but everybody knows City are the best team in the league, whether they're on form or not, that they can beat anybody resoundingly on the day. We don't expect anything from City. We expect a performance. Certainly don't expect to see Larouci and a few of these others starting at City. But this is Sky just saying the same. So far, so good for Sheffield United, containing them. Wes well off his line again. Collects it. Dangerous through ball. It was covered well by Bogle by it looks, but Wes were out and collects it. So this is what I mean with Sky saying, so far, so good for Sheffield United. This is all we can hope for. Containing them. Keeping it as tight as we can for as long as we can. Trusty. Plays it inside to Robbo. Now to Baldock. Plays it down the line and it's intercepted. That Sousa up, heads it to Norwood. Norwood tries to get it down to control it and then flicks it. So, makes it as unstable as it was when he got it under control. Right. Just a couple of neat little passes keeping possession, but Norwood, to be fair, blasts it off their player and it's our throw along halfway line. This is good. We're nearly half an hour in. It's 0-0. I know we've been under Kosh. They've had the vast majority of possession, but that's to be expected, I think. Okay, Villa come away with it again, but Larouci gets a decent foot in. Matty Cash now. Larouci's going to try and go to him. He holds his position well. So now we can focus on McGinn, who surely don't beat him for pace. He doesn't, but it's out for a corner. That'll do. Larouci hasn't looked bad, to be fair. Don't rate him generally, but he's done okay so far. And listen, I'm all up for anybody changing my mind. Norwood's far too slow, says Andy Lawrence. Little free kicks for nothing. Jamie matches him. Norwood's too slow. Same ball to the back post. This time brought back across the goal and Ollie Watkins fires over the bar. So it's Longley this time that gets the head down at the far post. Who's he beating there? Robbo. And to be fair, it looks like it's Robbo that's got his head to... Oh, no, it isn't. Robbo's missed the header. Watkins fires it over with his left. Man Mountain says, would like us to keep the ball more, but the game plan's working. Dracula won't be liking this. Good evening. Good evening. Hard ball back to Wes, who scoops it forward. It's collected by Matty Cash. Of course it is, but who miscontrols it and then tries to fire it back to Martinez. Looked like it might have gone for a corner, but he scooped it away. Larouci knocks it down nicely to Diaby. United throw. Looked like it had gone, that. It's gone. It's gone, and it should have been a corner. He certainly looked it from the angle we've just seen. Larouci with another weak throw, but it meets its target, gets to Archer. Larouci with the ball now, plays it back, a bit short for Trusty. Trusty's got to read that, though. He's got to come a little bit further forward towards it. Larouci told to go back a little bit for this next throw. It's another weak throw. You've got to watch those. And Brooks loses possession, but regains it well. Slimani back to Norwood. Plays it out to Baldock. Baldock looks up, gives it back to Norwood, who's caught in possession, but it's a United throw. It came off Douglas Luiz, who don't look happy with the way that the ball was given. Oh, and Douglas Luiz pushes Souza. Souza just walks a fine line for me. He's got his hands all over ref here. He's always involved, and I love it. I love when a player gets involved and wants to be passionate for our team. But there's a savvy way of doing it, I think. You know, Baldock's always in there. McBurney's always in there. But you usually... McBurney's a bad example because he's been sent off twice this season. But they're just saying there were a bit of a follow-through with Norwood when he's tried to play the ball. Anyway, Villa come back with it. Larouci doesn't intercept. Now Ollie Watkins on towards the edge of the box. Douglas Luiz shoots, but it's deflected. John McGinn tries to cross it in, but it's blocked by Larouci. Sai says, is Larouci the next Robbo? I hope so, mate. In terms of the redemption arc, let's hope so. Can't see it myself, but he's playing all right. He's playing all right. Right then. So Luca Dean now for Villa. Plays it inside. Douglas Luiz, I think. Is it? Ramsey. Sorry, it's Ramsey. And Slimani tackles him, but it's deemed to be a foul, and he's now rolling around on the floor. It is definitely a foul. He's kicked the standing leg and got through and nicked the ball away, and then looked shocked when it gets called back for a free kick. We can't afford to give these sort of opportunities away. This is in the final quarter of the pitch, right on the far left side. But it allows them to line up in an attacking formation. We're now in a line, a defensive line, solid across our box, between the edge of our box and the penalty spot. We've got a two-man wall again with Archer and Bogle. Everybody else is in the box defending. Looks to be zonal instead of man. Oh, well done to Bogle, who got a little nick on it, and we were able to clear. So Bogle, who was in the wall, got his head to it, I think. Matty Cash out wide to Diaby. John McGinn. Conser. Back to Cash. Cash to Diaby. Or is it Bailey? No, it's Diaby. Yeah. Diaby's done Larouci completely, who tries to get another foot in there and misses. And it's headed back across goal. Oh, my word. But we finally get it clear. My word, there were a bit of fumbling there. And now the crowd's lifted. Tell you what, Diaby absolutely had Larouci on toast there. Now Diaby again, but Trusty comes across, plays it off the Villa man. But yeah, Diaby's completely done Larouci there. He tries to get another foot in. He scoots the ball across, causes chaos. Our own man, I think it might have been George, headed it back across our goal. And thankfully, I think it was Robbo that managed to clear it. So that looks dangerous. That worked for them. It'd be interesting to see now with that little pocket of success whether Diaby moves to the right-hand side rather than Bailey. Even though Bailey's been doing all right against Larouci. they've not really created anything. Whereas the minute Diaby went across, he's done it. Oh, Emery's not happy. But that's part of the plan, isn't it? That's part of the plan. Frustrate them. Make them not happy. But this is what we're doing at Chelsea, isn't it, to be fair, last week. Frustrated them up to half-time. Oh. Handball. No, not from us, by the way. I'm just shouting randomly. It came off Diaby's arm. Larouci with a little bit of footwork. Finally gets it away. Archer holds it up well. Well done, son. Plays it inside. Well done, Cam Archer. Now get up. Brooks now. Yep. There's a bit of wrestling going on inside there off the ball. Ref spots it. Oh, yeah. I tell you what, they were busy again there. Baldock looked like he went through back of Ollie Watkins. Oh, and United now with Archer. Oh, it weren't Archer, was it? A little half chance there for United. Caught them sleeping. Well done, Bogues. Yeah, it's just a long ball over the top. Bogle does well to get round back at defender. Cuts into the box. Couldn't quite get it. Well, it does get it across, but then it's cut out by John McGinn before we can get to it. I'll get some comments in a minute. It seems a bit chaotic at the minute. Archer, can he press Martinez? No. Cash. Plays it inside. Douglas Luiz out wide to Luca Dean. We don't want it like this. We don't want it to ebb and flow. We need to put his foot on it again, don't we, and sort of frustrate them. So they're back in their own half now. Just crossed the halfway line from defence. Okay, Douglas Luiz. Again. Still Villa in possession. Inside, good ball. Norwood cuts it out well, to be fair. Souza scoops it. Archer trying to get on the end of the ball, and Conser gets goal side, and then Archer clips his leg accidentally and concedes the free kick. Frustrating. John says Norwood's been a disaster so far. Other than that little interception there, I completely agree. Got to take him off at half-time. He's just not up to the level for me. David Rightly says it's not up for us to entertain anybody. Points only. Points are all that's required. That's right. Absolutely right it is. Brooks looking good so far, says Andy. You're right, mate. You're right. Claire, are you happy with what you're seeing at the moment, Jimmy? Maybe this was Wilder's plan. Defend first half, then McBurney and McAtee to come on. All guns blazing in second half. I'm happy that, I'm happy we've not conceded, obviously. It's not the best watch in the world, but I don't care about that. Like David says, it's about the points, isn't it? If we can get a point here, it's unbelievable, but there's a long way to go yet, and it's a dangerous plan to just sit on it. Be interesting to see what he does, really, because we've done well. Well done, Brooks. Well done. Really well, Andre Brooks there. Been tough so far. I think we expected this. So long as we follow the instructions given, stop the stupid fouls. You've touched on something really important there, Andy, because it's exactly what Wilder was saying, isn't it? Stick to the instructions. Stick to the plan. If I tell you to come away from the plan, blame me. But at Chelsea, he said too many of them got excited and didn't stick to the plan. I think that's absolutely right to say. Bogle's starting to come good. Yeah, fair. Fair. He's had a decent game so far. Well done, Brooksy. Well, look like you're moving a bit gingerly then. I hope that's not the case. Conser now for Villa. Just on halfway line, pass it to McGinn. Back to Concert and out to Cash. Matty Cash plays it long, but Larouci intercepts with an header. Straight back to McGinn. Here's Diaby out on the wing, like we said he might be. Matty Cash on the overlap. Pulls it back across goal, but there's too many United shirts there, and Brooks clears. There's just no outlet. Archer's there on his own. It's getting crowded out, and then it's another wave for Villa. So McGinn's here now. Diaby on the edge of the box, trying to cut inside again. McGinn on the edge. Douglas Luiz out to Digne, so they've just switched it. Ramsey to Longlegs. Douglas Luiz to McGinn. McGinn looked like he might have been fouled there, to be honest. Certainly wanted it. Diaby inside, and it's well easily collected for Wes. Oh, wow. So we're at 41 minutes. Could do him at Burnley on at half-time. Slimani's not done much so far. That's fair, Jamie. I think Slimani's been quiet. I think Norwood's been poor. Then you go into up top, aren't you? You're taking one at midfielders out, which is maybe why we're looking so solid in terms of not being broken down that easily. It's what do you risk? Because you bring McBurney on and keep Archer on, I assume. It's a risk into it. So we're a body down in midfield then. But Wes collects another long ball through. Tells everybody to calm down, rightly so. Tries to slow the play down. Average positions for our team are just coming up on screen. There's only Archer that's a touch over the halfway line. Everybody else is in our half. Don't matter. Don't matter. Norwood and Slimani trying to play intricate little passes with flicks. Slimani miscontrols one of Norwood's chips, and it's back to a Villa possession. Just get it on the deck and play it sensibly. What are we doing here? Villa possession again. Appreciate this probably isn't the most entertaining game I could be streaming, because it is our game plan to frustrate them, but McGinn plays it through the lines, looking for Watkins, but it's cut out, thank God. Brooks plays into trouble, does really well. Looked like he nutmegged somebody, and then they fouled him, so he don't get away from him. Well done, Andre Brooks. Problem here is he's getting noticed. We need this contract sorting out. He's growing into the game, into trying to add a zero to that contract. Andy says they're falling to the ground pathetic. It's not football. That's the way of the Premier League, unfortunately, mate. I remember Wilder complaining about it last time we were here. Long ball up. Knocks down nicely. Oh. Bogle went for it, but looked like he were easily beaten to the ball, but he's stayed down, and now he's up again. Trying to press their defenders. Long legs. Had two men on him, and he passes it out of play. Good pressing from United. So United throw on edge. Is it? Oh, no, it's gone for a Villa throw. It must have caught one of our men. Need to double up out wide. Balls forward must be better, like the Liverpool link-up play we produced. Absolutely right, we do. What's the time on your side? So we've got it at 3 seconds away from... It's now exactly 45 minutes. And there's going to be 2 minutes additional time, which is good. So we need to get to half time as it is and regroup. That sentence sums it up. I don't know if you could hear it through my mic, but Aston Villa, who've been rampant at home, have so far been frustrated by the league's bottom club. They're just showing match stats. We've had no shots on goal. They've had 6, but only 1 on target. So it's job done, innit? It's job done. This half. If it stays like this for next minute. Oh, decent press. Are they going to have one more chance? It's a long chip through. Just is beaten in the air, but Robinson, I think it's Robinson, clears it, yeah. Brooks wins it well. Go on then, let's have a runner. Vinny Souza under pressure, lays it back to Wes, that's sensible. Out to Baldock. Bogle. Back to Baldock. Wes now smacks it long. Larouci collects. And he takes on his man, beats him. Beats Bailey, tries to play it inside, and it's a terrible ball. It's a terrible ball that could have been so good. He worked it well. And it were a fairly straightforward pass that he could have played in there. Ollie Watkins is away now, and Wes is out well again. And that's 47 minutes. So whistle should be blown here. And it is. Wilder's not happy with Summit. Talking to the ref. Assistant ref by looks. But that's a good half. That's a good half from United. Maybe not in terms of the watch, but it's what we need, innit? 50% of the way there. Good. I'm all right with that. 0-0. Best we could have hoped for, I think. What's your thoughts then? What's thoughts in the chat? Let's have a look, see what you're saying, guys. Oh, you were just wanting time so you can catch up. No problem, pal. No problem. Good feet from Brooks. He's looked sharp, and particularly, I think he's grown into the game, Andy. I think he's looked all right as he's come on. Need a better second half from the lads, especially after the Chelsea game. If we have a repeat performance where it's a bit of a drab watch, but we don't concede, I'll be over at moon, Jamie, to be fair, mate. I will. Not been impressed with Archer either. Doesn't look interested. You'd have thought he would be right up for this one. I have to agree. With you, John. And everybody knows I love Archer. This isn't a personal slight by any means, but I'm a little bit disappointed by his performance so far. I have to stick up for him a little bit. It's a very tough gig up there on your own. But you'd think he'd be chomping at a bit, wouldn't you, to say, you've let me go. What? You should never let me go. This is what I could have done for you. And he's not doing it. Brooksy outstanding first half, says Bry. Yeah, I agree. I think he certainly grew into the game and was our best player come the end of the half. We're not playing to Archer's strength. That's not an issue. Are we up? It's the midfield who need to just play it simple. Well done, Blade, says Dean. And a good half, says Andrew. I know what you mean. Pal. 3 penalty shouts in a minute is a joke. Just shows how corrupt the Prem is. Overall, good game so far. Brooks is a class act. I know we need to get him tied down, don't we? We need to tie him down. Which is exactly what you've just said there. Fair dues. Archer needs support. I agree. He's not a lone striker, is he? He's a poacher. Brilliant half. Defended well. Hopefully we've learned from the second half from Chelsea. That'll be the message, won't it? That'll be the consistent message. Do not do a Chelsea here. You've worked so hard that first half to keep them contained, and it is a tough gig to defend. Be out of possession, be chasing the ball. They've done really well. Hopefully Illy's watching. Don't get your hopes up about that one, mate. Listen, I'm not saying I don't know anything in terms of it definitely not happening, but I would be shocked. I would be shocked if that came off. Good commentary. Thank you, pal. Well done on your first live stream. Come on, you blades. Thank you, mate. I'm no commentator. I sometimes forget I'm having to sort of half talk people through what's happening, but thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Enjoying it? Better than Sky. Well done. I'll take that, mate. Thank you. Tough game, but happy enough at half time. Just need a bit more composure when passing going forward. It's coming back too quick. Yeah, it is. It is. It's like we're starting to panic a little bit in releasing the ball sometimes, and it just opens them up for another wave, doesn't it? And he's enjoying it. Thank you, pal. Yeah, me too. Me too. Predator flying down the wing. Good defending too. He's done all right. He's done all right as Larouci. Can't say anything else. It's Larouci, isn't it? I'm pretty sure, but I'm too ingrained in calling him Larouci now. That was better than I was expecting, to be fair. A bit more composure needed at times, but pleasantly surprised. Me too, Ian. Me too. I weren't expecting that team to be as solid. Need to keep up the tempo. We need to slow down the tempo, don't we? I think that's the thing, but kill their momentum, which is what we're doing by pressing well. So Brooks is the best player first half. Absolutely right. Need to ask the Prince about Illy. It's on the list, mate. Don't you worry. It's on the list. We'll be asking him about that when we get together with Prince Abdullah next week. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that, pal. If my bro says well done, it's well done. Oh, yeah, Dean and Daz, yeah. Nice. Give Jimmy a like. Over 100 watching, less than 40 likes. Come on. While we're going to going for his half-time wee and getting another top-up, let's have another like on it. Come on then, Blades. Larouci and Brooks have been great. Yeah, probably our two best players, aren't they, so far, which I wouldn't have thought I'd been saying. But look, Larouci, he's not impressed me at all since he's been in a United shirt. But neither did Jack Robinson. And he's slowly, it's taken him a while. But players can prove you wrong, can't they? And he may see this as his second chance. You know what? The alternative for him is he gets his loan cut short and he goes back to France. And I think are they in second division now? So it may be a proper rebuild for him if he don't get going here. Brooks needs to get a contract up. Darren Smith's watching. Keep going, plays up. Darren Smith's watching. Does he do contracts? Does. I'm not sure. No one needs to be sold in Jan. Past it now. And all he can do is give free kicks away. He hasn't looked great, has he, Ollie? He hasn't looked great. Wonder what Wilder will tell him at half time. Don't do what you did at Chelsea. They're looking at Aston Villa's chances now on telly. Of course they are. Defo need McAtee on next half. Yeah, maybe McAtee for Norwood, just to have that outlet. Somebody who's a ball carrier that can release the pressure a little bit, hold the ball up a bit further up the pitch, make it stick a little bit. Jimmy, don't feel the need to commentate. Most of us are watching ourselves. More about your reaction. Thank you. But to be fair, that's way I was trying to approach it. I know some won't really be fully up on where I am, so I think you need to sort of talk through the play a little bit. But yeah, don't worry. I'm not trying to be Martin Tyler because I won't be able to. Claire says she'll take 0-0 at half time. Hopefully the boys will keep their composure second half. Loving the watch along. Cheers. Thank you, love. Thank you very much. Just need a bit more composure, says Keith. Absolutely right. Would have thought anyone would be saying Larouci had a decent game. Not me, mate. Not me. But you got to hold your hands up, haven't you, when they're playing all right. And we want them to play all right. We want them to prove us wrong. Then ruins it with a bad, simple pass. Yeah, he didn't ruin it, but it's more what you expect from him, unfortunately. Brooks, class, agreed. Just a better Gary Neville. Bernie Macca and Gussie for Wally Poor Dud. Oh. Slim and Predator going for smash and grab up the blades. Enjoying this, Jimmy. If we hit a winner, it'll be carnage. It will, because I'll be knocking stuff everywhere and I'll never get the setup back because it's all balanced on different stuff. So yeah, you'll see how ridiculous I can be when we score live. Game needs a McBurney. Stream going well, mate. Hoping for more in the future. Yeah, there will be, mate. I'm sure. It's just all like what do you say? Everything fell into place tonight for it to happen. Mrs. Ramble's gone out. Kids are in bed. I'd have been watching it anyway. Oh, Jimmy's an accountant, of course, Andy. He's not the club accountant. He doesn't do our contracts. But yeah, I see where you're going with that now. Thank you for connecting the dots. Maybe Norwood's past his best a bit now. It needs to do a Billy Sharp at Hull. Yeah. I don't think Norwood's up to Premier League. I tend to keep the game down and listen to you. It's good to have the time up. Thank you, pal. Sorry if it's ruining your experience. We're lucky it's still 0-0 at half time, says Patterson, up the blades. I know what he said. I don't think it's lucky, but they've certainly been the better team. We've just acknowledged that and tried to contain them, and I think we've done a good job of that. Come on then, Jimmy. Half-time thoughts. Best player, worst player, good formation, bad formation. Best player, I would say, is Brooks. I think Brooks has, started fairly average and got better and better as games gone on. Honourable mention to Larouche. Worst player, I think Ollie Norwood's looked poor. I think Sousa hasn't looked great. Good formation or bad formation, it's done the job, hasn't it? This is the test now because Villa wouldn't have known how we were setting up because we didn't know, so they won't know. It's different to how we've played the last 3 games, so they can't have prepared for it. Now that he's had 45 minutes to see how we set up and what we're doing, will they change it? Chelsea made a couple of tweaks and it broke us down. Things like Diaby coming out to Larouche and skinning him worries me because then we could easily see Bailey go into the 10 and Diaby come out wide, and that might be a more regular occurrence second half. So we may have to adapt ourselves second half, and this will be a test for Wilder. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It'll be interesting watching Match of the Day. If we get a point from the game, then Gary Lineker will just talk about how bad Villa were. Yeah, or how unlucky they were because they were peppering the United defence. Change second half, Jimbo, but not bad. Okay. Who thinks we'd be 3-0 down if Eki was in charge? No comment. Where is Andy the Blade? I can officially report he's back in the country. I think he's out tonight, I'll be honest. I might be wrong, but I'm sure he said he were out. He goes out with a couple of pals usually, and he's only just back from holiday, so he's trying to catch up and get all his Christmas get-togethers in. I'm sure they're watching games somewhere, though. I'm in Sheffield just watching on Optus Sports. Are you Andy the Blade as well? I assume that's fine. I think Ollie were referring to my father, but fair dues, Andy. Brooksy being outstanding first half. Cam's not a lone striker, needs to be in a 2. But overall, good first half defensive performance. Yeah, I agree with that, Mark. I agree with that, pal. Yeah, he does. Hyder, thank you for the super chat, pal. Appreciate that, mate. Brooks is a new star boy. Long contract, please. He's no imminent die, but absolutely right. New contract for him. This is what I'm saying. It's sink or swim, isn't it, for these youth players? So who's to say Zach Brunt or somebody similar wouldn't have had similar results by being played in and out of the Premier League side, in and around better players? I think it helps bring you on more than it does playing at National League. So Ollie Arblaster, touch wood, he's going to be all right, first and foremost, because he got injured the other night for Port Vale. But if he comes back in January, if we choose to make that decision, because we want to include him, instead of saying Ollie Norwood, then he's going to get a chance to sink or swim in the Premier League. And that either accelerates his development or he's found out at the level and can't quite meet the challenge. But so, yeah, I'm not buying into the new Starboy thing, although I think you're probably being tongue-in-cheek. But long contracts for these players that are starting to prove themselves, these youth players, fair play to him. I am Blade 1889 says, never expected anything. So if we carry on playing like this and get a draw, it'll be a good result. Absolutely, it'll be a brilliant result. Completely agree with that. No, looks like a Sunday League player. Most athletic position in most athletic league. He has to go in January. I completely agree. Completely agree. Swap Norwood for Jimmy Mack half time. Yeah, McBurney for Slimani at last 20 minutes. Gus on at some point. Yeah, we may well see that, to be honest. We may see that. You know what, Larouche's been pretty decent. Agreed. Hitting hope up front from Wes under two managers is a bit frustrating. Yeah, absolutely. I don't really know what solution is, to be honest, because Wes has not rolled it out or kicked it short once under Wilder, because he's probably quite rightly said we're not the sort of team that's going to play out from the back. But if we haven't got a McBurney up front or somebody to challenge for those high balls in the air, then you're pretty much just giving the ball away anyway. So it's got to be purposeful, hasn't it? It's always going to be a risk when you're booting it out. But we can't have Archer against Ezri Konsa because he's going to lose out. We're just about getting ready for the second half shortly, I think. I think Chris will see the shortcoming of some and the ability of others that needs to be nurtured and brought out. Some need to move on. Absolutely right. From what I understand, and I do hear little bits, he's going to be very busy in January. I'm not saying we'll definitely see loads of ins and loads of outs, but he's very busy at the moment, sort of reviewing as much as he can, talking to loads of players. Love it. And it's just what we need. If we get a point, this is my reaction. Smug face. Sorry, I couldn't say I had to go right down close to the screen. Smug face. Absolutely right. Anyone else, Captain Watkins in FPL? I think Nick said on Sheffield United whether he'd done that last night. We've got Super Chrissy Wilder. He knows exactly what we need. Robbo at the back. Archer in attack. Blades are staying in the Premier League. We're still bottom of the league, Ollie. We haven't even got a point in this game. Let's not get ahead of ourselves now. Fair dues. I'll take that, though. Archer not great up top on his own. No, he's not. No service, obviously, but he isn't going to do anything productive up there. Right, we're getting back to it now. Brooks, the only player doing really well so far. However, if it finishes 0-0, I'll be happy. Absolutely right. I'll be over the moon. And we're back. We're back on. We're about to kick off. I'm just going to see if there's been any changes. Don't think there has. All square at Villa Park. Come on, you blades. Not kicked off just yet. Okay. Don't know why there's any changes. Not reported on Twitter anyway. I didn't know whether I'd missed it when I weren't looking at the screen. Okay. We're back underway. Yeah, neither side's made a change. I've just confirmed that. Long legs. Passes inside to Konsa. Matty Cash. Yeah, we're just keep pushing them back. That's fine. That's all right, that. They've still got the lineups listed as Slimani alongside Archie, yet you can see, just looking at the screen, it's a 5-4-1. Okay. Jacob Ramsey down the left-hand side, cuts inside. Long legs moves it forward a little bit. Luca Dean, pressed well by Bogues. Yeah. Okay. So Brooks has done well there. Chops it back so it goes out for a throw rather than a corner. But he does look a little bit. Hang on, Luca Dean on edge at box. Gets pushed back. McGinn now keeps possession well. Matty Cash out wide to Diaby. Yeah. They keep switching Diaby and Bailey. So this is Diaby now out on right-hand side, like we were talking about. Cash. Back to Diaby. Who's left-footed, so he's coming in off the right. He's looking to cross one in swinging, but he's back now to long legs, who chips it over the top. Oh dear, to Dean, who knocks it across, but it's blocked by Bogle. Well done. He got behind you then, Bogle. Again, he's sort of Bogle's lackluster marking, tries to rely on his pace to get him there. Corner to Villa. Douglas Luiz now at corner. Rolls it short. Matty Cash now on edge at box. Whips one in to the far post. It's a Villa head. And we finally get it clear out to the edge. Diaby now on edge at box. Going to whip it in on his left, is it? No, he has to go back inside. Out wide again to Douglas Luiz. Low header away from Robbo, I think. Or it might have been Norwood, that, to be fair. John McGinn, low centre of gravity. Spins round and plays it back to Martinez. Yeah. Good spot from Cara there on commentary. I'd not picked that up. There's been a slight tweak to United's setup. Larouci intercepts now, actually. And he's being pulled back by the looks. He's playing advantage, but yeah, it's a definite free kick, that, and he's going to get booked. Leon Bailey. Tell you what, he's a threat going forward, Leon Bailey, but he has not been able to keep up with Larouci going the other way. Fair play. But there's been a slight tweak in how we've set up, and I don't know why it is, but Wilder's obviously spotted something. Robinson was in the middle of the three. He's now switched to the left centre-back role, and Trusty's in the middle of the three now. So Trusty is on Ollie Watkins. I don't know whether that's because Robinson's more of a chance of going out and battering Bailey and Diaby out wide, but and stopping that threat potentially. Stop the threat from him doubling up on Larouci. But Trusty's now the centre of the three. It's a United free kick. Deep into the left-hand side. We're about a third from goal. Norwood clips it. When it looks like Robbo's on his own. Played it into a busy area. Offside called. But we'd lost possession anyway. Long ball forward. And it's going to have to be retaken. Thank God, because they look like they were away. Long legs to Konsa. Matty Cash to Diaby, who's now on the wing. Oh, no, it's Bailey. Apologies. And Larouci fouls him now. And it was a foul. You can't book him for that. That's poor. That's poor, ref. It's his first one, really, I think. No. I'm sorry. That's not a booking. Anyway, they've wasted that. It's out of possession. United goal kick. Not happy with that. Oh, they're retaking it. Retaking it for some reason. Okay, so Konsa now to long legs. Konsa back to Cash. Fine, keep it there. Bailey, keep pushing him back. That's what we're doing. I like it. John McGinn, back in their own half, plays it into Jacob Ramsey, crowded out back to John McGinn in his own half. Now long legs. My phone's just buzzed. And that always reminds me of when I'm at a game with my dad and your phone goes. Because when you're on a stream, you're watching a stream and you're behind the player about a minute or two. If you watch buzzers or your phone goes, you think, oh no, it's a notification from game. There must be a goal or something. My dad's got one of his favourite jokes is his watch will go. Or my watch will go during game when we're at the game. And he'll say, "Oh, is there a goal?" Ridiculous. It makes him laugh every time. So whatever keeps you happy. Andy the Blade. Okay, so Villa coming into the final third now. Long legs, who's pushing a little bit further up at the moment. Centre half with Conser. Douglas Luiz now. We're standing off him a little bit, not pressing as high as we were. Jack Robinson puts his boot through it for a Villa throw. Second ball came on pitch then, but they're carrying on. Villa in possession in their own half. Conser inside to Douglas Luiz, who is some player, by the way. Still Douglas Luiz. Just no Blades player pressing him at all. Archer walking. Love you can, but we've got to put more effort in. Oh. Cash tried a low cross across the box. Or were it Bailey? No, it weren't. Yeah, easy for Wes. I think it was Cash's cross and Bailey didn't get to it, but it was Wes's all day long that. It weren't a great cross. Looked into a dangerous area, but nobody were there. Ollie Watkins standing close to Wes to try and put him off, but the long kick, you don't need to, because not only are we beaten to the ball, we're offside. Ridiculous. Well, fear not, Blades. Max Lowe is on the way. So, yeah, they're talking about maybe Larouci coming off. That's the natural change, isn't it? Oh, great cross from Villa. It bounced in our area, but I think it was Slimani that managed to hook it away. It's picked up the crowd again. We're getting done. It's exactly what Man Mountain was saying. We're getting doubled up on the wing. Yeah, good cross into the box. McGinn picks it up on edge at box now. Cash to Diaby. Will look like he fancied a shot, but it's cleared by Baldock. Shortest centre half on pitch. Ramsey turning inside and out. Press Slimani. Press him. Well done, Bogle. Pushes them back very slightly. Long legs now. McGinn gets through us again. And that's a poor pass from Jacob Ramsey. And it's out of play for a Blades throw. Will we make the change now? Probably. Oh, no, not yet. Not yet the same. Right, okay. They've said no, not just yet. And we're doing that ridiculous throw where when it's deep in our half, we throw it to Norwood and he hooks it to nowhere. We've managed to retain possession. But Bogle now Norwood with another blind long ball down the line gets intercepted. What on earth? Okay, so it's Villa coming into our final third now. Cash now. The right-hand side's getting some hammer. Diaby now. The man we didn't want out there. Trusty is helping out. Brooks is helping out, sorry. Larouci pushed in the back by the looks of it, but it's going to be a corner. They're not giving a foul for that. So cost Larouci at last man. It's a corner to Villa. We're making the sub now. Yes, we are. Oh, it looks like he's limping a bit. Maybe that's the reason for the sub. 2 subs coming on, and thank the Lord, Gus Hamer's coming on. Makes sense, doesn't it? Bring Gus Hamer on, shortest man in both squads for the corner. But listen, I'm not going to be upset about Gus coming on. And it's Brooksy that's coming off. So that's the left-hand side. Why Brooks and not Norwood? Okay. So it looks like straight swaps to me so far, even though they're talking about it may be a bolder approach. But I think the 2 straight swaps, those. Unless Slimani drops into Brooks' position and Hamer is a touch further forward, which is okay with me. Right, is this McGinn again with corner for Villa? Another in-swinger. Wes came out to punch, missed it completely. They scoop it. Oh, it nearly gets taken in as well. Oh, and they've robbed us on the edge of the box. It was Baldock. And they've scored. Baldock got robbed on the edge. A comedy of errors from Sheffield United. Arguing amongst themselves. Screaming for handball. So Wes is saying he's got fouled, I think. He's claiming he's got his hands up there, but Baldock gets robbed on edge at box. Great ball across through a crowd of United players. And Leon Bailey's. Talking about being in a different phase of play. No, you can't be. You can't be. You've got to call a foul on goalkeeper. If it's a foul. I haven't seen a clear enough one to say it is a foul. They're checking it. And Kara's saying he thinks it's a foul. There's no way they're giving this. No way they're giving it. There's not enough to say that it's definitely a foul for me. It don't help that we've got hold of their shirt either. It never goes in favour at minnows, these decisions. Oh, I tell you what, he has grabbed his arm back. He has grabbed. Jacob Ramsey has got the arm of Fodringham. No doubt it's a foul, Kara's saying. It's a foul. It's a foul now, you see that. Ref's going to go to the screen. Ref's going to the screen here. Wow. Wow. It's never a given, this. It's always good. It's a good sign that ref's gone to the screen because they're going to tell him they think it needs to be a decision. But it's a tight call. They're zooming in though now to show him, look, this is where they've restricted the goalkeeper. Basically, for those of you that haven't got the game on, Wes is coming for the cross. I'm calling it, saying he's missed his punch. And he has. He's missed the punch because Bailey's pulling his right arm. Not Bailey, Ramsey. He's pulling his right arm so Wes can't get the full extension. Not that I'd back Wes to get the full extension, but that's by the by. Still having a good look at it is Anthony Taylor, I think it is, that's the ref. Unai Emery don't look happy. He's not having a good evening. Free kick for the foul. No goal, chalked off. Get in. Get in. Boos round Villa Park. Unai Emery is not a happy bunny. Stuff like that. Little wins, those. Little wins in terms of the mentality, the atmosphere. Yeah, Georgie Baldock's a lucky man. Georgie Baldock is a very lucky man. And I think, to be honest, I can't remember who was holding Jacob Ramsey as well. We got lucky there that didn't get called as well. Unai Emery's not happy. Send him off, ref. Oh. Now, keep your heads, Blades. Keep frustrating him. That's what it's about. Vinny Souza now with a ridiculous half volley forward, which results in Villa possession. Just to no one. Now then, has this changed us a little bit in terms of the subs? Let's have a little look at how we're set up now. I wonder if we've gone to a bit more of a diamond. No, we haven't. It looked like it might have done, but it hasn't. Yeah, it's the like for like changes. It looks like Gus has gone to the left-hand side of midfield. We've still got Norwood and Souza in the middle. We've still got Slimani on the right-hand side, if you like. And Lowe's like for like with Larucci, as you'd expect. Happy with that. Happy with that. Oh, I think we've got a Villa fan in chat, which is always good fun. It's a free kick to Villa now. Saying Stonewall penalty with the push on Watkins first half. Love to see it. Ducking cheating rats. Love it. Absolutely rigged, he says as well, with a swear word in there, so I won't put it up on screen, but welcome. Welcome, pal. Looks like we have a few really salty Villa fans. Absolutely right. No, I love that. Sheffield United. Stonewall penalty with the push on Watkins first half. Okay. Anyway, game on. Villa free kick in final third. Douglas Luiz stood over it. Just got a little bit more tasty, isn't it, this? It's already had more go off than first half already. Douglas Luiz rolls it along the floor. Watkins now on the edge of the box. Forced wide. Long high chip over the bar. Rubbish. Rubbish from Watkins. He looks very nicely pruned, though. Looks like he's had his eyebrows done. His haircut. He's had his Christmas cut, definitely. I bet he didn't go to the same Turkish barbers I went to. When I have my eyebrows done, he says, eyebrows? And that's it. That's my eyebrows done. Oh, here we go. A little ball through. Here goes Bogle. Bogle into the box. Still in possession in the Villa box. 4 men round him now. Still in possession. Go on. Make it known, Norwood. Norwood with a first-time cross to no one. Absolutely awful. Robinson lays it neatly to the Villa man next to him. Ridiculous. And now it's Diaby, I think, in possession. Lays it to Cash. We were awful there. Absolutely awful. John McGinn, robbed, but we've stabbed it to their man. And now it's Luca Dean. That were really poor. What Wilder's talked about is we need to be better in possession, and that was absolutely woeful. We panicked. We didn't know what to do with it. If that's in Championship last year, we're smashing that across the box. Somebody's getting on end of it, and we're smashing grabbing this one. But no confidence to do so at the minute. Big job for Wilder. They're in the box now. Let's see if they panic. Great tackle. Eventually. Rick Gus. It was somebody that nicked him with a foot. Morning, Johnny from Australia. Good morning, pal. Hope you're enjoying the game. It's another corner to Villa. And they've won the header again at the far post. Headed back across goal, but we managed to clear it. Oh, my word. It's a really dodgy back pass. Oh, and they've recovered. They've recovered. Gus could not get round him. Didn't have the pace. Look like we're in there as well. Baldock now in possession. Bogle lays it back to Ollie Norwood. Finds a good crossfield ball. That were decent. You had time to have a look that time. Max Lowe wins the ball just. Archer couldn't squeeze it through. Difficult again on his own. That were a foul by Bogle. Oh, come on. It's a booking for Bogle. That means he's out of Luton, doesn't it, I think? Yeah, they've just confirmed it. That's Bogle out of Luton, and it was silly. He's managed to get a touch on the ball, but he's touched it into Ramsey's path, so Ramsey's turned him, and then he's just been late and brought him down. Okay. So Cash to Diaby. Chris Fisher, so nervous, mate. Ball. It's a great shot. It's a through ball for United. Concert. Sticks his bum in front of Archer and gets knocked over. Paul rightly says he can have his gravy on his Christmas dinner now and a few beers. Just showing disallowed goal again where Baldock gets robbed on edge. I love George Baldock. He's my favourite player, but he's been done there. We got lucky with that. It's a foul. It's a foul, but we've been lucky with the way it's turned out. But I tell you what, it's nearly 70 minutes now. Vinny Souza. Oh, that's a free kick. That's a free kick, ref. Oh, and he's going to give them a free kick instead. Vinny Souza's picked up the ball, bites his finger, so not to say anything, because he's mad, and I understand it. Villa free kick. On the right-hand side. Brilliant last quarter. Got one man stood in wall now. I think it'll be Archer. We're trying to hold a line in the box. Free kick is cleared. Well done. But they whip it back in with Matty Cash. It's a poor header clear from Slimani. It drops to a Villa foot. Luca Dean on edge at box. Now Slimani out to Ramsey, who's done him. But it's nicked and Souza pinballs. And he's finally out from Sheffield United. Well done. Villa going to make some changes. Triple H just talking to Villa sub about what changes he's going to make. Long legs now with the ball. And they are wide and no Max Lowe to be seen. Loads of space. They've been able to bring it inside quite comfortably. Douglas Luiz plays it again out. Max Lowe get tighter. No, it's an easy cross in. A weak header away from Trusty. They're claiming for handball again. Baldock saying it hit him on the On the chest. Oh, my word. Baldock has gone like this. And it's ballsy to me. You can't really see on screen because I'm wearing black, but he's moved his shoulder towards the ball and it's sort of hit him around the bicep. Well, no, I think he's just about going to get away with it, but it's a VAR check. Of course it is. They're not going to give this. They can't give this. Yeah, we've got away with that, but this is what I'm talking about now. If one more 50-50 comes in here, they could go in favour of Villa. Okay, so it changes now. Don't know who this is coming off, to be honest. Diaby coming off. That's good. Moreno coming on. Luca Dean coming off. All right with that. Duran, he's a striker, isn't he? Is it John Duran or something? Right, so they're going for it. Which they've got to do, aren't they? Like a foul throw to me. Cash on the edge. Whips in with his left this time. Headed away by Trusty. Well done. Vinny Souza gets it away. Here's Simon Le Bon. Long legs. Okay, John McGinn. Sorry, I'm not reading much at chat. I'm just getting a bit nervy into it because we're coming up to 75 minutes. We've had a few VAR checks this half. Obviously, we had the it's well over bar from them. Love that. But you've got to think we've had the disallowed goal, which took a few minutes. There's going to be some time added on, isn't there? Squads are very comparable. Oh, Steve, that's come from that, isn't it? Don't reckon much to Villa at all. They'll struggle to keep pace at the top. Just one manager away from a relegation battle next season. They haven't. Oh, Slimani's off. McAtee on. Like that. Fair play. Slimani hasn't done much, to be fair. I like Slimani. I don't want to lose him in January, but McAtee's a level above into. In terms of this, I think you can see that Emery, they're not on it tonight, are they? And they still might beat us, but they're not on it tonight. And it looks like Emery's doing a bit of a job on them in terms of getting the most out of these players in general. That's what must have been happening and riding that wave of momentum. But you're right, they're not outstanding, are they? They're not on the same level as the City. I don't think they'll be in a relegation battle, though. Certainly not if they've got Emery, which is what you're saying. I understand that. Another low cross into the box. They've collected it now, and we managed to get it away. We're caught there a little bit. Yeah, no, was not at it. I agree. Getting some comments now at Ramblers chat. Bars of blade tonight, says Paul. Burnley are at Fulham tomorrow, aren't they? I'm just looking at Paul's comment here. If we can hang on here, which there's still probably 20 minutes to go. Norwood scoops it. Oh, Archer nearly got other side of Conser there. And he's trying to say we're fouled. I'm not sure he was. Nearly caught him out then. Paul says, off the bottom at Christmas, if we can hang on and Burnley get beat tomorrow. I think, are they at Fulham? who've been going really well. And now it's United again, coming down the left with Max Lowe, who whips it in needlessly. He's lucky that it's picked up by Hamer. Shot. Oh, my God. Was that Norwood shooting? Oh, my God. Well done. Norwood shot from 20 yards out. First time. Well held by Martinez, but we all know that Norwood's got great technique. He's just so inconsistent. And at the minute, he's more 90-10 in terms of 90% poor. But he has always got that little bit. It's not enough to keep him on for me. Performance tonight's been woeful, but that was good. Begin with a decent ball up top. Wes out well to the edge of the area again. Done well, Wes, tonight. Lovely clip ball through from John McGinn. Watkins nearly on the end of it, but Wes very quick off his line. He has to be as well because we're playing a higher line at the moment. And hang on. Oh, Bogle looked like he were through there. Wilder looked like he... Out in his mouth for a minute. What's gone on here? Oh, are they saying it's a foul? No, we're not sure what's gone on there. No, they've given a foul against Archer on the centre half when Bogle were away, but I think it's weak. Go on then, Bogle. Stop the cross. Well done. Right, try and keep him out. Long legs to McGinn. Duran to Watkins. It's a really weak shot from Ollie Watkins. Thank God, because he were clear. He had a bit of space. Time to have a look. Bang. Yeah, it's weak. Weak from Ollie Watkins. I'm not sure about Ollie Watkins as a top player. Okay. Back to Wes. Wes hits it high and hopeful. Oh, we nearly got away with it bouncing through. We've got a player down injured here. And it looks like Archer. Who looks like he's going to get up, but was playing for a foul. Didn't get it. Vinny Souza, well done with a slide challenge. United coming more into it. 10 minutes to go of normal time. We're going to play advantage with that because it looked like we got taken down. But Archer inside to McAtee. McAtee plays it out to Max Lowe. It's in. Oh, I tell you what. There was nearly an own goal there. I think it's Conser that tries to clear it. It spins off him. Martinez is diving, trying to make sure, but it goes wrong side at post from a United perspective, and it's a corner. Bloody hell, we are coming into this. Max Lowe, good cross. Yeah, defender sticks a leg out. It goes across his own keeper, and thankfully for him, it goes wide. But it's a corner to United. Villa making another change. Leon Bailey off. Zaniolo on. Zaniolo, if I remember rightly, was the player we were waiting to come in before they would sanction the Archer transfer. Tucked his shirt into his shorts. Only player on pitch that's done that, I think, but horses for courses. Norwood with a corner. And it's, headed towards goal, but it's a weak cushioned header towards goal and nobody can get to the second ball before Martinez. Okay, so it's now out to Cash. Regroup then United. McGinn to Douglas Luiz. Here's Ramsey. And ball, surely. Oh, could we break here? James McAtee carrying the ball. Oh, he's cut back on himself a little bit. United now growing into the game. Archer looks onside. Keep going. Keep going. Who's there to support him? No one. So bang, he goes himself. It's blocked. Norwood over the bar. Unlucky that. Well played, United. Lovely movement from Archer. Says Sneaksby. He's not been at it really today, has he? But I think that he's growing into it. He's growing into it. Jamie Parker. Thank you, pal. I don't know what other shop he went into other than Primark, but I can go crazy now in Primark thanks to you. Really appreciate it. Born and raised in Birmingham, son. Well, you're welcome here, pal. As long as we keep it polite, and I don't mind banter at all, but let's keep it friendly. No against you, I think, you know. Oh, sorry, it's more groans than sort of talking you through it in a minute, but that's what it's got to, I'm afraid. Wes picks up the ball. 83 minutes on the clock. Advertising Leeds against Ipswich tomorrow. Come on, Ipswich. Yeah, Scott calls it, yeah, as well. OG nearly on score sheet. Again for us. No, OG. Oh, well done. Tell you what, McAtee's changed things, getting us up the field. Wilder's laughing on the sideline. Let's go, Robbo, he says. That's probably why Robinson's out on left as well. Get these long throws involved. It's hard as a centre of a three, isn't it, to go so far out of position to take some throws. Souza. McAtee fired in. Oh, well done. Oh, it's a poor touch. Poor touch from Gus, that. Oh. Villa have got the ball back. We've won it again. Keeps it in. McAtee on the ball again. Looked like a foul to me, that. Max Lowe. Cleared from Villa. Oh, bit of Jack Robinson getting involved, as he always tends to do. With Simon Le Bon. Didn't like it. He don't like it. Oh, it looked like a bit of an elbow there. They're pulling on each other's shirt, but it were unnecessary, that. Don't mess with Robbo. I know, it was something to note. He's grabbed his shirt as Robbo. It's a free kick. Oh, and he does swipe. He does swipe a bit. Catches him with elbow. I tell you what, if that's any other player than Jack Robinson, he goes down holding his head there and Villa lad walks. Might be looked at by VAR, they're saying. Oh. I tell you what, they're looking at this. Possible red card for violent conduct. He has swung his arm at Jack Robinson and his elbows clipped him. Robbo has not budged at all, but only enough to know that he's actually connected. He don't react at all. But that's a red. Oh, hang on. Tell you what, he's cut Robbo. They're showing on live screen as well. They're showing split screen here. He's cut him. And he's complaining, Robinson. Oh, they're saying it was to shake loose of a player. So it's not violent conduct. But we are down a man. Oh! We scored! We've done it! We scored! Oh my God, and it's Cameron Archer 1-0, just like Chris said. Oh my God. Get in! Oh my God, can you believe that? Oh my God. Wild at coolest man in ground. Supping away in his Lucas head, spits it out on ground. I tell you what, Unai Emery, Good evening. Good evening. Love it. You love to see it. No celebration, I don't think, from Archer, out of respect, because he's probably going to be playing there next season. We are winning. The bottom side in the league is winning at Villa Park, the team that's won 15 games in a row at home. It's a beautiful ball. I think it's Gus Hamer. Why wasn't he starting? Gets to the byline, cuts inside. The defender sends him for a bag of fish and chips down corner shot. Archer is waiting on this edge of the 6-yard box. Just a tap in past Martinez. Absolutely unbelievable. There's no. Do you know what worst bit is? There's no offside to check. There's no foul to check. There's no half. Oh, did he? Are you sure he went in time? Are you sure he didn't do that? Unai Emery can't complain about anything. Only thing they can do now is add 15 minutes to try and give him time to get it back on. Cameron Archer. Do you know what, though? That is what goal scorers do. They can be crap for 80 minutes. All you need them to do is that. That's all you need them to do. Unbelievable. Come on now, Blades. Is that late enough to calm our nerves? No. Let's be right. It's not. I need more beer. Now Villa crossing it in. Far post. Wes saves it down at his near post. Great save. Can't say anything else. He's a great shot stopper. Oh, I'm sweating. Oh, my God. I didn't swear, did I? I didn't swear. I don't think I did. Oh! We're not there yet. Thank you, pal. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Right, corner to Villa. 89 minutes on the clock. Douglas Luiz, and it doesn't even make it into the box. It lands on the roof of the net. He does a Ravanelli, puts his shirt over his head. Ravanelli. Kids ask your parents. Oh. Ollie McBurney coming on. Surely it's Cam Archer coming off. You don't change the formation now. Yeah, Cam Archer. He's going to be the one to be replaced. Claps all around. I tell you what, some people, as unlikely as it seemed, some people will have won some money tonight on that. Because that, like Chris said earlier, and we sort of half joked about, we all know it's going to happen, but it's just, don't you just love football? Listen, we've been on end of the wrong side of these results often enough. So when it goes for us, 9 minutes added, 9. They will do everything they can. McBurney looked off to me as well, but he's trying to hold the ball up, doing an half-decent job so far. Well done. Sousa gives him it back. But McBurney plays it off the Villa man, and it's a United throw. Well done. Keep it here. We are nearly at 91 minutes. And that is how it's going to go for the last few bits of this stream, I can tell you. See what some of you lot are saying. Claire's loving it. How many Strongbos are you on to now, lass? Get in, says Johnny, eating his cornflakes. We love it. Deserved. Up the Blades. You still got down, man. You still got down, man. Yeah, but you're not winning league either, eh, pal? Ben's been woke up. Dogs ran away. Get in. I love it. Sorry. If that were through me, I apologise. It might have been through you. Either way, we can take it, can't we, for result. Thanks, Jimmy. There's now half a packet of quavers floating around this bath. Sorry, pal. Sorry, mate. Sorry. Right. Anyway, we're in possession and we scooped it clear, as you can probably guess will be a pattern for the next few minutes. Long legs has got it. Passes it inside to Conser. Smash and grab. You love to see it. Emery being Mardy. You love to see it even more. What an insane game of football. That's why we love it, isn't it, pal? That's why we love it. Oh, get it away, Blades. Off the back. Oh! They're claiming a pen because they're absolutely desperate for anything. Nah. Their number 15 who's come on, I can't remember his name. McBurney saunters across to try and put pressure on his man, doesn't do it. Right, let's go. Let's go. Get it out. Blades ball. Oh! Throw into Villa. We're nearly at 93 minutes. Villa cross, and it's cleared. Well done, Trusty. Gonza clears it. McBurney, you need to hold this up. Okay, McBurney fouled. Well done. Stays on his knees. You can never tell because he looks like he's made a glass half at time. Be brave, keep going, says Paul. Absolutely. Super Bladesmen from the lane. Ollie Watkins don't look happy. Love Ollie. 20% possession job, man. Absolutely right. Bogle, keep it in the corner, son. Well done. Well played. And we've lost it. Bogle nearly brought down his man. Remembered he's on a yellow. Stick to your discipline, Blades. We're at 94 minutes. 5 minutes left. They'll try and squeeze out an extra minute if they can because it's Premier League. Hold firm. It's at this sort of time that my dad would say, would you take a draw now? Crossed in, well cleared and hooked clear by Gus, I think. Well done. And Norwood, I don't mind your little hooked clearance now to nowhere. This ain't football, Brug. Oh, it is, pal. It is, and you love to see it. Get up, he says. Get up, says the ref, after they tried to get a free kick on the edge. And that is a Blades free kick now as they retaliate in frustration. Douglas Luiz runs to get the ball like a good little boy to try and speed us up. But listen, there's no rush for us. Oh, Zaniolo, shown a yellow card. Love to see it. Unai Emery not having a good evening. Prince William, Tom Hanks, Nigel Kennedy, can you hear us? Your boys are taking a beating. Has anyone seen Prince William? Jamie, I'm nervous, mate. That's what being a Blade's all about, isn't it? Living on the edge. Oh, tell you what, 95 and a half. 3.5 minutes to go. Longest 3.5 minutes ever. One of the worst sides in the history of the Premier League has come to Villa Park and looks like we've nicked all three. Tell you what, Burnley boys will be sick, won't they? Come on, you Archer. Absolutely right. Absolutely right, pal. Can you imagine Ollie Watkins will score 2 in the last 2 minutes? Do not say that. Okay, right, here we go. Villa on the edge of the box. It's Ramsey. It's 96 on the clock. He gets a cross in, and Norwood clears it for a corner. Holy guacamole. I don't consider this as a loss. Well, you should. It's probably the most embarrassing loss of your season so far. It's our best win by a country mile. If it comes off, we head it clear. They couldn't beat the first man from the corner. Matty Cash now, the deepest man there, chips it wide right, but we clear. And I tell you what, we could go away with it here. Oh, no. Oh, it looks like we were elbowed. Oh, no. We're on 97 minutes. I think it's Gus that's down. Somebody's down. They've equalised. They've equalised in the last minute. Wes has come to try and punch it and didn't meet it. Can you believe it? Can you? Well, you can't. You don't have to consider it a loss now. So I tell you what, it's a great header. It's a great cross. It's a great header. Wes is nowhere near it. Max Lowe, trusty, nowhere to be seen. It's going to count. They're not going to go back and have a look at that foul, whether it were foul or not. Trusty got booked in all that. We're on 98 minutes now. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Why we've just absolutely booted it into the far corner so that Villa get possession. We've given them the ball. That is the most desperate thing I've ever seen in my life, that we don't even trust ourselves to keep possession for 1 minute. I'll tell you what, this is danger. This is danger. They're now coming down the right-hand side, and they are in the box, and it's well intercepted. Jack Robinson clears it, and it goes out, and it's just into the Villa half. And it's now back to Emi Martinez, and that's your 9 minutes. Long legs to Konsa. They've got to stop the cross. Stop the cross. We haven't stopped the cross. It's in the box. It's up. It's high. Wes punches away. We head it clear. McBurney can't keep it, but it looks like McAtee has got away. Is it McAtee? That's a foul. That's a foul. Cash fouls McAtee, and it looks like that's got us the point. I tell you what. Yes, we were winning. Yes, we were winning. But what a brilliant point this will be. We've got to look at it like that. Here we go. Hang on, it's a throw in to us. And Robinson's just thrown it to McBurney. He's happy to keep it in corner, I think. Oh, no, hang on. We're on edge of the box here. McAtee's cut inside. And no, it's going to be a goal kick. So we're now at 100 minutes, 101 minutes. No, 100 minutes, 40 seconds. That's it. That's it, game. Thank God for that. We've got Forest Fan TV. Lol. Deary me. You must have been absolutely bricking it. Absolutely bricking it. What a point. What a bonus point that is on the road for us. Brilliant, that. Brilliant. I'm happy with that. Would have been happy with a point at the beginning. Absolutely right. That's how we're doing it. That's how we're handling it. It's a decent goal. That's absolutely right. I tell you what. It's a kicker, isn't it? Because but let's be right. It would have been such a smash and grab. Beating Villa isn't for everyone, sweetheart. Oh my, sweatheart. I think that says. Neither is spelling, pal. Neither is spelling. Imagine Forest Fan TV coming in here, comment not far in front and spent hundreds of millions. And no, honestly, the irony, mate. The irony. I'll deal with them later. They're all right. When they get done at weekends. They'll cancel beat the drop again because they won't want to face up to it. Oh dear. Take a draw. Absolutely right, pal. We take a draw all day long. Nino ain't going to change nothing. Absolutely right. Sack Wes, says Scott. Yeah. Not great. Not great. I think we'll upgrade in Jan. I'll be surprised if we don't. Couple now saying Wes. Sack Wes now. Off the bottom. Absolutely right, we are. And we'll stay off the bottom as well if Fulham do their job. Good draw, says Jamie, to be honest. It certainly is, mate. Cheers, Wayne, pal. Thanks for dropping in. How angry is Emery? You love to see it, don't you? Rate point. Absolutely right. I tell you what, I know I went for this result in my pre-match, but did we expect it really? A team that's won 15 games in a row at home. Wilder's now gathering all team and saying, come on, all of us together over to fans. He is brilliant. He is brilliant. Great point, says John. Absolutely right. Can't catch a cold. Getting bought from Rotherham. Told Victor. Lovely stuff. Come on, Smithy boy. Bit of a tag team. Me and Layman Dave against Forest Fan TV, boys. That goon Ant from Beat the Drop. No, I think he's in bed at this time. Puts his teeth on side and goes to bed early. What's Wes coming out for that cross for? I know, mate. Fantastic point. Absolutely right. Enjoyable watch along, Jimmy. Even though it was nervy as hell. Great point, though. Thank you, pal. I'm just reading some of these. Forest. This is ridiculous. We've just got a point at a team that could have gone top at league. It's a great result for us. Yeah, we were winning, but we didn't deserve to be winning, if we're honest. Oh, Ian, we were the better team. Oh, yeah, thank you. I just saw your second bit there. Tell you what, I'm not questioning a team selection ever again. This is what we said at the start, weren't it? I were here. What is he doing? What is that team? But I said the same when we played Wednesday. Imagine cheating and still not winning. I think you're referring to Villa there, aren't you? But never mind. 9 minutes, I know. Forest, Watford 2.0. Spent a lot more than Forest ever spent. Thanks for that, pal. Appreciate it. Yeah. More of these, Jimmy, please. Yeah, I'm up for that, mate. I'm up for that. This is another Forest fan as well. He calls himself Crypto Rider. Yeah, make yourselves known to him, lads and lasses. Good point for us, Blades and Blades Ramble rule. Absolutely right, Dave. Top man. Suck on that, Sheffield. Do they think we're really upset by this result? I don't know when they finish school in Nottingham, but dearie me. We can't be disappointed with that, says Claire. Absolutely right. At the beginning of the match, the majority of us thought we'd be swept aside. Great result. Sounded like a cracking second half. A bonus. This is exactly right, Mog. A bonus point. Brilliant, Blades. Where's textbook? Absolutely right. Enjoy that, Jimmy. Well done, mate. Thank you, pal. Good one. Good tactics. Try and keep contained. Good point. Absolutely right. Ekian, you can't sack Nuno straight away. You can't sack Nuno. He's got to at least give him a game, 100 million before you sack him. Take a draw all day long, says Toby. Absolutely right. I'm okay with Cam scoring. There's some shockers here. Wilder's a better manager than when he left. He's just a brilliant Sheffield United manager. Just brilliant. You lot are worse than Derby. Crypto rider. I mean, crypto rider. What is a crypto rider? Wow. I would have took it before the match. I'll take it now. Next one. Absolutely, Dan. 2 right, mate. 2 right. The hip to the hip, hop, and you don't stop. I know. Yeah. So got that Notts Forest. Dear me. I tell you what, you'd have snapped their hand off for a point today, wouldn't you? Absolutely snapped their hand off. Because it's like Mogga said, absolute bonus point. We're off the bottom of the league, point closer to Forest. They're going to get done tomorrow or whenever they play because they're just appalling. Oh, but they've got Bournemouth, haven't they? They might get an initial bounce, maybe squeak a point at home to Bournemouth. But they're in trouble. They're in trouble. I like this wind down. I know, mate. I know. It's ridiculous. I appreciate them commenting, though, because it ups my engagement. So that they're actually doing the Ramble a favour by coming on here with their mindless big confidence boost. Absolutely right, Mr. V. 2 right, pal. Great point. Said 4 points from our next set of games against Brentford, Chelsea, Villa, Luton, and City. 4 points. We've already got 4. Yeah, spot on. Spot on. Even Villa lads getting involved. Oh, dearie me. Nuno's been sacked in his last 3 jobs. You can't say that. You can't say that. Got sacked by a Saudi side. You're not allowed to talk about it because Cooper was so bad. Picked him up off bottom at Championship. I love this. You a lot of class. Right. Okay. I want to carry this on really, but you know. Bro, what's going I know. Are these lot obsessed? Are they absolutely obsessed? Right. They're being interviewed now. So I am gonna end the stream. Thank you all so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely brilliant result. I'm over the moon with that. I don't know. I mean, I want to be aware, so I'm going to pause it and I'm going to say thanks very much, everybody, for joining us. I'm trying to think when I'll be back next because it won't need a match reaction now. You saw my reaction during the game. We've got a Ramblers Roundtable in the bank, which I need to cut up because we did that the other night and it was really enjoyable. So I'm hoping to get that out soon. We've obviously got the massive interview coming out next week. Well, being recorded next week with Prince Abdullah. So I've got all the questions together. We've got a time and a date, and it's all sorted. Really looking forward to that. But I'm not going to have a chance to see you live to stay. Thank you all so much for your support this year. I'll probably see you between Christmas and New Year, but have a very, very Merry Christmas. Thank you again for all your support for the channel. If you're not already subscribed, please do. But there'll probably be more of these to come because I've really enjoyed it tonight. Maybe the result helps. But thanks again for joining us. Come on, you red and white wizards. Up the blades!
Ramble on! Gustavo Homer into the top corner.